Most project teams are made up of honest, hardworking, talented professionals. They have good intentions and want their projects to succeed. But most project teams also share a common set of challenges that cause some of them to implode or underperform despite the individual team members' best efforts. Let me share some of the most common challenges teams face that could cause it to stumble and even fail. The first challenge is a lack of direction. Many project teams fail to take some time to identify and reach a common understanding about what the team is trying to achieve. Each member has his or her own point of view, and sometimes the project team's collective view is not in line with the expectations and intent of its sponsor. There is often a lot of excitement about getting started, and setting a clear direction becomes an afterthought. Years ago, we coined the term task magnet. What this phrase means is that the team is so anxious to get started that they get drawn into individual tasks and fire before they've taken aim or even identified the correct target. Because they are overly eager to begin, these high achievers feel that they are adding value, but often end up missing key objectives because they start too soon. The second challenge teams face is a lack of familiarity. Often, project teams are made up of individuals who have never worked together or don't know each other well. This can even occur with teams that are comprised of members from the same department. For example, we worked with an IT team who experienced this very challenge. Everyone on the team assumed that because they came from the same division, people would know and understand each other. Sadly, they didn't. The members of the project team had different educational backgrounds and experience. Some were from North America, and some were from the Middle East and Europe. Some had been with the company 5 years and some less than 1. As simplistic as it sounds, this team failed to make a connection because they didn't understand each other's working style, individual hopes for this project, preferences about how to go about completing the work, and what they needed from each other to be successful. As a consequence, the team members had a lot of unnecessary conflict, and some members were highly disengaged because they didn't feel they were truly part of the team. The third challenge that can cause a team to flounder is when too many team members lack the skill and courage to constructively and courageously confront one another. Not all team members want to go along with the prevailing thinking in the group, but they don't want to be ostracized or make waves by disagreeing or asking questions, so they remain silent. When this happens, the team doesn't have the chance to capitalize on its individual members' contributions, experience, and wisdom. Every project team breakthrough that we have witnessed over the years have been the result of conflict, intense discussion, and thorough debate. Teams have to learn how to manage their differences and encourage people who are naturally non-confrontational to speak up. Until a project team figures out how to surface, work through, and accept opposing ideas, the team is destined to underperform. The fourth challenge surfaces when project teams shy away from creating a formal structure to maintain accountability. Everyone on a project team needs a clear set of tasks, objectives, and goals that collectively result in successful achievement of the team's target outcome. Not having some kind of accountability mechanism in place can be a problem for both the team and its individual members. Designating someone on the team to ask sometimes uncomfortable questions and conduct a regular review of the project team's progress is one way to approach maintaining accountability. Coaching your peers and being honest when they are not pulling their weight or meeting expectations can be daunting, but doing so is important to the success of the team. It is important to recognize the early warning signals that a team is drifting off course. If you discover that your project team is adrift, sit down together and find out if one or more of these common challenges is the root cause of your dilemma. By working together, your team can find ways to address and even avoid these 4 common challenges in the future.